Hello everyone and welcome back to Microsoft Dynamics 365 plugin development course. In this video we will see the different types of extensibility in Dynamics 365. Previous video we have seen overview about what is configuration, customization and extension in Dynamics 365. Let us now understand the different types of extensibility options that you have in Dynamics 365. You can categorize the extension of Dynamics 365 into three main categories. The first one is client extensibility, then server side extensibility, and integration extensibility. So, what does that mean? So, client side is nothing but whenever you are making changes on the UI of Microsoft Dynamics 365. Whenever you are making any navigational changes or command changes, whenever you're writing custom client side scripting like JavaScript or CSS, and then when you are designing a custom user interface within the Dynamics 365. So these kind of options will be available only on the UI front. This code will trigger only from the UI of Microsoft Dynamics 365. This code will never trigger if you are performing any CRUD operations from your third-party applications or from custom console applications or batch jobs. So this code will not trigger from those applications. So let us now understand what is server-side extensibility. So plugins, custom workflows, and custom actions are regarded as server-side extensibility because the code that you are going to integrate in Dynamics 365 platform will be triggered on the server, and the same code will execute even if you are performing any operations either from UI or from any third-party application or from any console application or batch jobs. Then this server-side extensibility will trigger. For example, when you are importing data from any third-party applications and you have registered a plugin on create of a contact, then also that plugin will get triggered. Not only plugins, custom workflow or any custom actions that is registered on the server. Now let us now understand what are the different types of integration extensibility. There can be a number of third-party applications that will be communicating with your Dynamics 365 database. For example, consider a scenario where you have implemented a Dynamics 365 instance for a government agency which needs to talk to a centralized government repository where all the citizens' data is residing. So, in this case, whenever you want to fetch that data, you will pass either a token to that centralized repository, and that once they receive that token, repository will send you back the required information if they have with that token. For example, in USA, every citizen will have their social security number or SSN. So your Dynamics 365 instance will send an SSN to the centralized repository, and that repository will send you back all the information that they have related to that SSN to your Dynamics 365 instance. So that is one of the example through which I have tried to understand when the third party integrations are required. The other commonly used integration is Power BI. Whenever you are designing Power BI reports or Power BI dashboards, then you need to perform Power BI integration. And most commonly used integration is with SharePoint. Whenever you are storing huge chunk of files and documentation in SharePoint and those documents are linked to your Dynamics 365 data, then you need to have that integration well intact in place. And other integrations are like Azure external application is hosted in Azure, and you need to communicate to Azure through Dynamics 365 instance. Then you need to have Azure integration also in place. And apart from all this, most popular form of exposing your Dynamics 365 data to external audience is through portals, custom portals. These are the common types of integrations. So these are the different types of extensibility depending on where you are hosting your custom code and what the purpose they serve. The main idea to give you this overview was you should be able to design. A technical person on Dynamics 365, you should be having a clear picture before writing any custom solution or custom development in Dynamics 365 where this code is going to execute, whether you need to write that code on client side or server side or any third party integration is involved. You need to understand and have a clear idea what type of extensibility you need to use. So that is all about this video. In next video we will see why custom development is needed. Hope to see you in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.